89-year-old elderly female. Get an update to her photograph. I will show you the information. Let's read this information together, shall we? Welcome to the Volatile Cell. Thank you for joining me. This is live number 2. Woman 95 charged with murder after allegedly beating nursing home roommate to death. Okay? It's crazy nonsense. Okay. Galina Spernova. Should I get that right? I got my glasses on. You let me look here first. Spernova. 95 is charged with second-degree murder and fourth-degree criminal possession of a weapon in connection with the death of 89-year-old Nina Krasov. Galina Smirnova, 95, is charged with second-degree murder and fourth-degree criminal possession of a weapon in connection with the death of 89-year-old Nina Krasov. Authorities said it's hard to pronounce the way it's worded, Krasov died from blunt force trauma in the room the two shared. The alleged attack occurred at the Seagate Rehabilitation and Nursing Center in Brooklyn. The 95-year-old woman has been charged with murder after she allegedly beat her 89-year-old roommate to death in a nursing home. Galina Spernova was arrested September 16th, Tuesday, in connection with the death of 89-year-old Miss Nina. She was arraigned Wednesday, September 17th, and remained into custody. She's charged with second-degree murder and fourth-degree criminal possession of a weapon. Just repeating everything. According to a criminal complaint obtained by People, police were called to the Seagate Rehabilitation and Nursing Center in Coney Island at around 10:30 p.m. on Sunday, September 14th. Witnesses allegedly told police they found Krasov laying in her bed, non-responsive, covered in blood, and with gash marks about her face and head. Witnesses allege Smirnova was in the bathroom wearing a bloody hospital gown. She allegedly had blood on her legs, and the defendant was washing her hands in the bathroom sink. Officers found a wheelchair inside the room that had the footrest and legs removed. One of the foot pedals was on the floor, covered in blood, per the criminal complaint. The other foot pedal was outside the room, underneath a window. Krasov was taken to NYU Langone Hospital in Brooklyn, where she was pronounced dead. Authorities determined that Krasov died from blunt force trauma. The Brooklyn District Attorney's Office has asked for a mental health examination for Spernova, which her lawyer opposed. The judge overseeing the case did not order an evaluation, the DA's office tells People. Okay. So the district attorney asked for mental health of the defendant, but her lawyer opposed. I wonder why. Smirnova's lawyer could not be reached for comment. She is due back in court on Friday, according to jail records, which do not indicate where she's being held. But I did hear that she's at Bellevue in the video commentary that I listened to earlier on my that I posted to my community page. Feel free to go to my community page to see that said video of the information. This is the victim here. Sorry about that. Nina Krasov is the victim, 89 years of age. The perpetrator is Galina Smirnova, 95. What in the hell did I just read? When I saw this video the other day, I thought I was going crazy and had lost my damn mind. I said, wait a minute, Satan. I know damn well a 95-year-old woman sitting on almost 100 than be the 89-year-old woman to death in that woman's damn bed. So they were roommates. Don't know how long. Gotta ask that question. What was the rift about? Have they had an argument? Is this woman who did the killing mentally ill, disturbed, had any type of mental issues such as schizophrenia, bipolar, alternate personality? I believe this Bellevue place is possibly a mental facility. What in the hell is going on in New York? Naturally, they talked to some people who had relatives in the facility, and naturally, they were concerned when they got the news. This just goes to show you don't know people. We're talking about a woman that's almost 100 years of age. She has lived, she has seen. And something went down in that damn room the other night for her to feel the need to beat this woman with a pedal from a wheelchair. Did you hear that? Not only having strength to beat the woman, but you unscrewed the legs and the pedal off the damn wheelchair. Shut your mouth, Satan. Shut your mouth. Did you hear what I just said? She unscrewed the pedal and the legs. So that sounds premeditated, because that's too much strength even for any of us that's halfway moving around and in half good health and shape. You know, it's not like somebody was beating you, pushing you, pulling your hair, and you reach for something close to you to fight and ward the person out. You're talking about a person almost 100 years old getting down to unscrew legs and pedals off of a wheelchair. This sounds, what is the motive? Somebody wanted to watch something on the TV. Did they have different TVs? Was somebody talking somebody to death? Is this over another gentleman caller in the nursing facility? Because, you know, elderly people do still have sex, and they do have sex in nursing homes. Shut your mouth. How long have these two been living together? Have they had problems? Did anyone fear for their safety by the other one? The victim here, Miss Nina. Did Nina ever go to the supervisor or head nurse or somebody to say, I'm having problems with her. I don't like her. We don't get along. Vice versa. Did this Galena lady complain about the victim? How long have they lived in this room together? Imagine what their family members are thinking. The perpetrator. We put you in a nursing home and you now trying to come out a murderer? Then we got the victim. What in hell could her family members be thinking? Well, we put our loved one in the nursing home for her to die by being trying to clean up like la-di-da. What was she gonna do with that gown? Throw it in the hamper and then put on a clean, fresh gown and then crawl back under the covers and go to sleep? And we learned that the nurse or whomever came in an hour after checking on the victim came in an hour later to, I guess, recheck on her and realized, oh, she dead. Oh my goodness. I'm telling you, when I listened to the video for this story, I was so mortified because I said, Lord, I know I'm not hearing what I'm hearing. And I hear and see a lot of crazy stuff pertaining to true crime. Different motives for murder. Okay? Crimes unsolved for many years. Children being unalived. This one takes the cake. This one takes the cake. But it just goes to show you that any age, a person can pop off, get angry, lash out. Why were they in this nursing home? Some are probably going to say, well, Queen, that's a foolish question. They're both elderly. Well, I'm just saying, what ailments did they have to be put into the nursing? Because something went down in that damn room. I mean, something went way down. Bad. I've heard of a lot of crazy things going on in nursing homes as far as abuse, neglect, sexual activity between the patients, sexual abuse against the patients by staff members, but not a patient murdering another damn patient. Say 95. Listen to me good. A 95-year-old woman beat her female roommate, 89, to death. So was the victim asleep at the time of a homicide? Had they had words and she decided to walk on the wheelchair and start unscrewing the legs, pedals, and the other lady in the bed looking like, what you doing? What you trying to do? I know you ain't getting ready to hit me. I know you ain't unscrewing them to hit me. Oh, yes, I am. Hold on a minute. Because if it went down like that, and that other lady can get out the bed, the video, I've been scooting up out of there. So see, I don't know how it went down. If she did it while she was sleeping, just going to sleep, if the woman was awake but immobile, couldn't move, couldn't fight her back because she's immobile, what is the state of this little elderly to understand how she got beat to death in her own damn bed? Prayers and condolences to the family of Miss Krasov, 89-year-old victim. Suspect, 95-year-old Lena Spernova, almost 100 years old, beating an 89-year-old woman to death in her own damn bed. I've always said that it is horrific to die in your own house, apartment, home, because it's supposed to be sacred. These people were living in a nursing facility. The rule is still the same. That is their home, whether they like it or not. And everyone has a right to be safe in his or her home. And that means even a rehab nursing facility. But just the thought of a patient beating another patient to death at this age is unbelievable. It's horrendous. And let me tell you, this is showing up a damn TV movie in the making, because this is sinister. So now you have to ask this question. How did the suspect live in her previous life before becoming a patient at this Seagrove facility? Oh yeah, I'm curious. Was she a hellraiser? Was she known to fight? She was feisty. Did she ever commit a crime? And did she have a criminal record? So you have to ask all those questions, because you're talking about a person that's almost 100 years old, beating another person to death in her own damn bed. So you have to ask what she was like at the home, how she talked to staff, how did she talk to her family, how did she deal with her family, does she have visitors, do family members come see her, does she have a good rapport with her family members, how did she live when she was not in a nursing facility, was she able to move around, was she in a wheelchair herself, because somebody had a wheelchair for her to be able to unscrew them legs and those pedals off. So whose wheelchair was it? Shut your mouth. The suspects or the victims? Are you hearing this? I'm stunned. Stunned, stunned, stunned. Because you're talking about premeditation once you go to the chair and start unscrewing pedals and legs off of their wheelchair. And you know, a wheelchair is not lightweight. I mean, they can come lightweight. So then you got to ask that, how heavy was the wheelchair? How much did the suspect weigh, the 95-year-old woman? How much did this victim weigh? Whose wheelchair was? And then the other one was thrown out the window. And climb out onto grass. The picture in the video is a skybox. Shut your mouth, because we are talking about New York City. So this facility is a damn high-rise building. Imagine what I'm saying to you. Because I know some of you are like, Queen, you're making this up. I am not. You have screwed off legs and pedals to beat your elderly roommate. Then you go throw the pedal out of a window of a high-rise building, because the building I saw on TV looks like a high-rise. And then you went in the bathroom to clean yourself up. And that's how you got caught when the nursing staff entered the room, saw the dead lady in the bed. All of us, we got to get control of ourselves. I get it. You can be angry at 10, you can be angry at 20, you can be angry at 50, you can be angry at 95. But baby, this is bad. And I pray I never reach that age to where I'm thinking of being violent, to where I want to kill another human being. And you know it has to be something petty that would lead to a bludgeoning. What? Once again, prayer for them as well. I'm sure they were, friends and canoodle with these women, talk to them, board games, trips. Then too, maybe the ladies didn't leave their room often. I don't know. Maybe meals were brought to them. I don't know. I don't really know what shape these women were in, but we know one of them was in good damn shape. She was able to hop out of her bed, unscrew legs off a wheelchair and pedals, and beat a woman to death. So she was doing pretty damn good. She was Olympic ready. And I'm not trying to be mean or make jokes, but come on now. This is some wild SHIT. Because anybody lucid and sane, listening to the video playback, you're saying to yourself, I know they're making this up. Selena, how tall are you? Is she a tall lady? 5'7", petite, 5'2"? What's her weight? And what the hell drove her to kill her roommate? It couldn't have been that serious, ma'am. It could not have been that serious. Wow. This is bad. This is really bad. Now, I'm sure these patients are, look, keeping one eye open, wondering if their roommate is contemplating unaliving them in their damn sleep. Or hell, wide awake. There needs to be some serious consultation at this home and nursing facilities all around the world. Because we take for granted thinking that because people are elderly, they don't do certain things, such as sex, filthy mouth talk, and violence. But they do. They court, they have mouths like sailors, and they know how to kick, punch, scream. They also know how to lie, be manipulative. This is why I said I'm wondering about this suspect, what her life was like before she became a patient at this Seagrove facility. And also, what was the demeanor of the victim before she became a patient? Can't leave that out either. Was she the type that easily provoked people? See, you don't know. Which one was the provoker? Ongoing feud between these two ladies. But dear God, it should have never reached this point of a homicide. And I'm sure these other people are fearful of their own damn roommates, wondering if a little rift between the two, well, they've got to be now looking over their shoulder and afraid to go to damn sleep. And let's be truthful. If a 95-year-old woman can beat her roommate to death, what do you think she could have done to a staff member? Her own family members. Stay woke. This is crazy. Follow me on the News Break app. Follow me here on YouTube. Like, share, subscribe. Drop your comments below this video. If you'd like to donate to this great network, $McAngie129 Cash App. Take the polls on my community page. Because we got a lot of talking to do about this subject. I'll probably do a part 2. What should the punishment be for a 95-year-old woman who unalives her roommate by beating her to death in her own damn bed? I want you to think about that. Should the rules apply to her as if she was 55 or 35 committing a homicide? Weigh in. Want to put up a poll after 5. Lord have mercy. There is absolutely no rest for the weary. None. Prayers for Celeste Rivas, her relatives, family members. Her body has been ID'd as the remains. Her remains were ID'd in that Tesla out of California, belonging to that rapper David. He is still on tour. One of his concerts was canceled in Washington. Matching tattoos. Shh. Very bizarre. Wicked. Who unalived her? Is he the culprit? missing for, oh, he want to say a month, a year and a half. I believe they say 17 months or so. This young lady, one report says 13 years old, one report says 15 years of age. Either way, she's underage. She was canoodling with this man, which by law is called statutory rape. He was essaying a child. He had no business in her company, talking to her, messaging, writing songs about her. What happened there in that scenario? How did she get in that Tesla? Dismembered. And know that all the body parts were not found in that Tesla. So now you have to ask, where are the other body parts? Shut your mouth. Shut your mouth. This is bad too. And I believe they've got some evidence against this young man, some CCTV footage of him in the vicinity of that said house that they're searching or near her home. Is he the culprit? And if indeed he's the culprit, why did he unalive her? Tired of dealing with her? Felt like she was going to go say something about them being together. Maybe her parents found out. And that's another question I meant to ask in my last shorts and live stream I just did. Please check it out. Did her parents know she was messing around with a grown man? But she stayed gone so long, they possibly didn't know. I don't know. Do they know him? Another thing. Tesla registered from Texas. Who else knew about these two messing around? Did anybody try to call authorities to say he was messing around with a kid? This is bizarre and just wicked, wicked, wicked. And what is the fascination with you grown men fancying kids, and you women too? You have no business looking at a child, talking to a child, messaging a child, sending nude photos to a child, asking them to send you photos. You're out of pocket. And this is why people need to start paying attention to their children, who they're talking to, what they're doing. And I get outside out of mind. You don't know what your child is doing. You don't know who is eyeing your child. But this is why you need to be aware of what your child is doing on the phone, computer, devices, because we have wicked people out here. We have nasty people out here. We have all types of predators, friends, family, church, school, and even other children. You have got to be aware. You have to talk to your kid. You need to ask them all types of questions. Even though they're hard, you need to talk to your kids and ask your kids, what you doing? You know, are you dating? Are you liking boys, girls? Are you trying to have relations? Are you using drugs? Are you drinking? You need to talk to your kids. You need to know what they're doing. Because this is a sad, tragic story of a minor girl unalived, chopped up, and thrown in a damn car in a plastic bag like garbage. And what's going to be even more sinister, this guy was essaying her, and someone said grooming her, possibly, and then took her life and dismembered her and threw her out like trash. Where are the other body parts? That's what I'd like to know. How long had they been coinciding? Or shall I say, how long had he been abusing her? Because it is abuse. Because he was a grown-up. He is, a grown-up. She was a child. So we're not going to sugarcoat what he was doing to her. It's inappropriate, and he was too old for her. How did they meet? See, lots of questions. Who else knew? The fact that some people are saying he wrote a song about her. Nasty. One person commented under an article that she was throwing up when she got the news of their relations and the song written. She said, I've been listening to music about a man grooming a child. I've been throwing up and just devastated that this is the type of person I've been following and listening to. But see, that's the whole point. You don't know people. We're all flawed, we're all sinners, and some of us are diabolical, evil. We all can be pushed to do some evil things. And there's really no such thing as saying, know the person you're with, because we say it all the time. Get to know them, get to know them. There's no such thing. They can turn on you if you've known them for 5 years, 10 years. Because see, you don't know the human psyche. You don't know what's up here. And when the devil takes control, he ain't gonna always send out a memo to a victim or potential victim that, hey, you're in harm's way. You need to run like hell. And a lot of times people do get the memo and they still hang around the culprit until it's too late. So I'm also wondering if this guy is the culprit. Was he violent with her? She saw signs, but she kept hanging around him. Is he the culprit? If he is, what's the motive? Why did he unalive her? Or are we going to find out somebody else did it? Use his car as the container. And once again, where are the rest of her remains? I give up. I hate to say it, I see no hope for mankind. Not when you're hearing things like this. Grooming kids, being sexually inappropriate with children, passing pornographic material about children, unaliving children, beating, neglecting children. And then my main story, elderly woman beating another elderly woman to death in her own bed. How in the world can you have hope for a better world? You can't, because you don't know people. And we're all out here on blind trust. That's it. Blind trust. Please be safe, be aware of your faculties. See signs that something ain't right with a person's demeanor, attitude, tongue. Run like hell. You don't need to write a Dear John letter. You don't need to give a speech. You don't even need to text. You don't even need to talk on the phone. Run like hell. Because sometimes people aren't owed an explanation when they have disrespected you. Just walk away. Thank you for your time. God bless all of you. Please have a safe weekend. You have been listening to the Valdez Thank you.